A shout out to Ge Holla and
Hey, GeHolla, G.Holla.
Hero, Ge Holla. Charlamagne the God here, man.
Ball, y'all said entertainer. Shout out my guy Ge Holla.
Rocking right out with Ge Holla, Celebrity Life.
Shout out to Ge Holla reaching 1 million listeners on his podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you have started your 2025, therefore you need something to help give you some life, to give you some energy, to give you some essence. This young lady is a spontaneous, wonderful created essence in the universe. Innovator, creator. She is an artist that exudes sultriness, simply in her very essence of touching the microphone. And if there was a such thing as earth angels on earth, she would definitely fit in this category. Teresa Griffin, what's happening?
Oh, I feel blessed after that intro. I need to record it. Oh gosh, let me say thank you for having me here. I appreciate it very much, very much. I hail from Louisiana. A lot of people say Monroe, Louisiana, because that's where I first entered the world, in Monroe, Louisiana, at least where they see us at in this plane. That's where I am, in this plane. And I'm a Southern girl, and now I should say a Southern woman. And it will always linger inside of my soul. That's where I'm from. First of all, that Monroe, Louisiana is the home of Delta Airline. Did you know that? It is the true home of Delta Airline. They started with a crop duster there. Yeah, that was the first plane, was a crop duster. Monroe, and let me just talk about Louisiana in general. Louisiana is a rich sugarcane cotton state. Rice, deep in the South. It's popular. You know, we do rice there, we do sugarcane there, we do cotton there. No matter what people may say, you need those natural resources. And those are rich natural resources that we have. We also have a huge a fish, I should say, uh, populace of fish, you know, different types of fish, because it's a swamp area and it's on the Gulf, and oil comes from that Gulf as well. So we grew up seeing a lot of oil rigs and stuff going out from New Orleans, and that whole metropolis. So, you know, you kind of have everything kind of connected to Louisiana. You've got Natchitoches connected to Louisiana, which is right there where everyone goes through it to get to LSU and Southern University and Xavier when you're coming from Monroe, Louisiana. So Monroe is also hooked right in the middle of all of the Black colleges, HBCUs. Let me put it that way. So I went to, now I didn't go to one. I went to Northeast Louisiana University. That's where they gave me my money at. I went there, but right there in Monroe, that's where Northeast Louisiana University was located, which is now ULM. I don't know why they changed it. Could have been the Indian mascot they shouldn't have been using anyway. Let me move on from there. It also has a lot of rich Indian um, tribal grounds that's in that area as well. So it's it's a melting pot. It's very Creole, it's very Black, Indian, Black, African. It's very it's a huge melting pot. French, you know, they still have Napoleonic law. Louisiana is all of that. And that's where I learned to fish with my dad. My dad hunted. My dad was a carpenter. He was also a very popular minister who hugged everybody, who really believed in, you know, if he killed a deer, baby, everybody was going to get some deer steaks. Okay. So I grew up with wildlife. Yes, we ate alligator. We ate frog legs. We ate, okay? You was not gonna go hungry. And in this day and age, you better learn how to fish, okay? We had bass, we had perch, Ain't nothing, we ain't never heard of tilapia. I don't know where they flew that one in from. Okay, everybody trying to, it came from Africa. No, the hell it didn't. Y'all made that up. That is something that somebody made, tilapia, but y'all can eat that engineered fish if you want to. I grew up on real fish, okay? You had a trout, that was a fish. I ain't heard of tilapia until I came to Chicago, and 10 years ago, somebody started talking about tilapia. I'm like, where y'all found that one at, okay? Because we wasn't finding no tilapia. You was out there with a fishing pole, and you was catching trout and bass and perch, and gar. Those were the fish you was catching, or you was crawdadding. You could go crawdadding, and you would get some crawdads. That's you was getting that. You can get some lobster because crawdads look like baby lobsters. You can get some lobster. You could even get you some. We don't have no squid around that Gulf or nothing. But you could, that was some good eating. You could get you some shrimp. Okay, you could go shrimping. That's a huge. If you saw Forrest Gump and all that bubble gump, baby, we do everything to shrimp. Okay, we sit on it, we eat it. You got shrimp. Okay, you frog legs. You go at nighttime and you catch some frogs. You get the frog legs. It's all of that. That's where I come from. There is no shame in my game, okay? And I can make you some hot water cornbread, or I can make you some greens and cornbread. Okay, don't play. Butter beans, ham. Y'all stop not being black. Y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Our ancestors lived there, they were 115. And now everybody don't eat that pig. Y'all can start if you want to, okay? They was eating from the rooty to the tooty. That's all they had. They had leftovers. That's why our cuisines is all of that. Chitterlings, baby. Your mama, you didn't eat everybody chitlins. Your mama told you, don't go over so-and-so. She's dirty. And you can't eat her chitlins, okay? Don't you eat nothing in our house. You're not hungry. You ate all day, okay? You've been eating all day. You full. I don't care what your stomach say. I say you're not hungry. She got dirty chitlins. You're not eating none, okay? I know you're like, she crazy. This is Louisiana. The black farmer out there, they got a whole thing going on with this black farmer right now. And the poor black man trying to use good seeds, and they talking about you gonna use our seeds. Why he can't use the seeds he had already been dealing with? What's wrong with his seeds? What's wrong with his seeds? We wasn't arguing about seeds before. What money y'all making off these seeds? Why y'all messing with these seeds? Oh, they get on your nerves, don't they? Always a mess. They're trying to find different ways to kill us. The Lord said, be fruitful and multiply. He didn't say y'all go take up all the land and build a condo every 5 steps. He ain't said that's what's wrong. Messed up stuff. You all have been trying to kill us with our food. Better leave it alone. Yeah, I'm about to get me a goat and put it in the backyard with some chickens. I'm tired. They talking about the chicken got a flu. When the hell did chicken get the flu? What's wrong with y'all giving the chicken a flu? Oh, you like, she crazy. Chicken flu. Whoever the hell the chicken flu. Chicken got flu now. Salmonella poison. We ain't even hear that when we growing up. Ain't nobody know what salmonella. Clean the damn kitchen. Clean the kitchen. Wash the meat. Wash it, damn it. Wash the counter when you finish. Wash that dirty knife off, okay? Where's the hot water? Damn raisins and potato salad. What in the whitewash has happened here, okay? Get them raisins out that potato salad foolery. You know about bubble guts. Get the raisins out the potato salad. Don't do that. That's dirty. That's nasty, okay? That's gonna be nasty potato salad. I don't know who auntie brought that in, but don't eat it, okay? Don't eat her potato salad. She can't cook. That's what we do. She can't cook. This is what you be doing that. You come to my show, baby, you not only will hear somebody sing, but every now and then I might have to bust a joke. Have to tell them something just in case. What's on your plate? Because it smells good from here. She over there cutting up if she here. Yeah, what was wonderful about my dad was that you weren't gonna hear it in his house because he was a minister, but you was gonna hear it, okay? Because if he heard Aretha Franklin, he thought she was singing gospel, okay? Because that was a Riri. And he loved C.L. Franklin, so you was gonna hear that. But my I had friends, god sister. I remember my god sister taught me how to sing Natalie Cole. Like she was like, y'all need to learn this. And daddy was gone, going to visit the sick and shut in. And we was at somebody else's house, who was our god sister, and she had 7 brothers. So you was gonna see everything, stuff you didn't need to see. But you definitely was gonna hear what the latest music was, because whatever Linda Faye was playing, that's what was up. Loretta, who was our babysitter in Delhi, whatever Loretta was playing. My first concert was Prince in the Revolution and Vanity Six. I remember when Loretta tied my little shirt up in the front so I can look like I was older than I was, baby. I think I probably was like 13. And I was, and Prince came, it was a Dearly Beloved. I was like, ooh, what is going on? I had just woke up after the time was, yeah. hallelujah. I was like, these people, what's going, help them, Jesus. And then I saw Prince and I was like, oh, he pretty. I saw Vanity Six. I was like, they in their drawers. What's going on? What kind of underwear is that? Mom ain't got no drawers like that. Mom ain't got no drawers like that. What kind of underwear he got on? You're 13 and you ignorant. Then she's like, girl, just keep your shirt on. Just keep your shirt tight, okay? I was between sleeping, then I had to stand on because I was on. I didn't grow that much after that, so I was standing on top of a seat, just to see Prince. He was already tiny. I didn't know back then. He looked like he was bigger than life. And baby, all I know is after he said, "Dearly beloved," I was like, I am gathered. I am gathered here today for him. He's cute. And so people in our lives kind of sneak a little bit of secular into our lives, which was perfect, for us. And when I went to college, I was on a vocal scholarship. So I ended up learning more about jazz. And Louisiana is a jazz state. So all of a sudden I was hearing Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan and wow, what is scatting? You hear the scatting, you hear all of these things and what we grew up probably taking for granted, jazz. Um, I heard it on a whole different level then, on an educated level. I went to college on a vocal scholarship, and because I could read, and you learn to sight read, and I was Louisiana All-State choral singer. Because you in competition, that's how I got my scholarship to go to college. And it was this wonderful experience because these things were in place for young people to nurture their talent and figure out where you're going to go in life and how this can take you to different places. And you hear the different types of languages of music. You hear music in German. I remember the first time I heard Die Musik and it was in German. You hear French so you're reading and you're understanding what you're reading. So when I later on in life started to listen to Josephine Baker, I learned that they didn't like her voice, but it didn't really matter because what she was doing vocally her voice sounded so different, much like Billie Holiday, the voice sounding so different, but she also was a dancer. So I understood that you had to have more than just I can sing. You have to have this drive and something else. So I learned all of this being able to go to college. And I love, the fact that I learned to phonetically read these other languages and sing. But I also learned classical was beautiful. I learned jazz was amazing. I learned that R&B was soulful. I got to hear West Indies music. Because they introduce you to all types of music and all types of rhythm. And that was the benefit of being able to go to college. And I pledged and became a Zeta and had all sorts of friends at AK. And I was the president of the Panhellenic Council at the college because, I was like, I wanted to do everything. I wanted to soak up the entire experience. And so by the time I moved to Chicago and lived in my car in front of Farrakhan's house, I was ready. I was ready. I was ready to have a career. First of all, I always wanted my own money. Not that that was the motivator, but it was a part of the motivation. But even as a kid, I remember walking from school. I was supposed to go to the babysitter house, straight to the babysitter's house in Dale High, Loretta. And there was a lady who stopped me and she says, "I love your eyes. Don't you want me to take some pictures of you?" And I said, "Yes." Well, my dad didn't really, you could get some lip gloss on, but this woman had a whole makeup setup, and I went to doing stuff that I had never done before. And it just looked like, and I probably made myself look like a geisha baby, but I thought I was the most beautiful thing in the world. And I saw this and I always knew that I was different. I always knew I didn't quite fit in. It didn't bother me that I didn't. It never bothered me that I didn't fit in. Um, because I felt like the people who were really supposed to be drawn to me would be.
Mm.
And and I was okay with not being with the group, with the crowd. But I didn't have a hard time being in that crowd, because I was crazy enough to think that they wanted to be around me. You know, I was clear that it was something about me, even if this person couldn't see it, someone else would, you know. And I learned pretty early on, you know, as a kid, the way that I would look at the clouds and, you know, just the way that I soaked up things, that there was something different about me, how competitive I was, even when I probably shouldn't have ever been there. I just wanted to try to compete, you know, and because I always wanted my light to shine. It didn't matter if I won or not. It just I wanted my light to shine. You know, I because I showed up, I won. My dad used to say, nothing beats a failure but a try. And if you try, you have not failed. And if you failed, it's because you didn't try at all. My tour is called More Than a Woman, and I actually started it last December, but in August I pretty much kicked everything up a notch because the song that I originally started out with to just wet everyone's whistle was called Underneath It All. And then my wonderful team, um, we kind of listened to people and looked at the graphics of everything. And we listened to the song When You're Around Me. We were shooting the video Underneath It All. And the guy who plays my love interest heard When You're Around Me. And he was like, "Oh, is that the song we doing the video too?" And I said, "No, we're doing Underneath It All." He said, "I want to be in that video." I said, "You won't be." Uh, not and the reason why, and I know when people see the video, because we just shot it the other night. Oh my God, what an experience. But we were shooting and we were doing the storyboards and they said, "So who are we getting to play, you know, the husband in the video?" And I said, "Oh, I already have one. So I don't need anybody to play that role. Nobody will be playing that." I said, we need to do some innovative writing because no one can step in those shoes except him. So let's be innovative. So when you see the video, you'll understand what I'm saying. I'm celebrating marriage. I am celebrating people finding uh, a life mate. People talk about soulmates, but a life mate who you have a mutual respect with. And when you're around them, you fall in love, you know, and you fall in love when you argue, you fall in love in a lot of things. There's a line that's my favorite line. It's a book of complicated love. No one will ever be able to destroy it. The heaven that we built, I feel it with every fingertip. It's so beautiful, surrounded by joy. I'm falling every day in love with you, boy. I feel and I fall in love when I'm around you. So no one else could have played that role. I didn't want anybody else to play it, so we got innovative with this video. I lost 40 pounds to do the video, and I don't want to find them, so I have gotten rid of 40 pounds. You lost some, you find it. I got rid of 40 pounds. I have eliminated it, and I wanted to be healthier. We had to be careful about even the way I dressed. You know, I wanted to have a piece of lingerie on, but I want to show grown people that everybody is not Beyonce. Find you some coverage too while you at it. Put on the right underwear and do the video and do your video. Them girdles and things that you grew up with, you know, you done outlawed. Rihanna sell old school what did your mom say? Where's your undergarments? Where's your, you know, you slip? Where's your slip? Rihanna sells slips. Somebody taught her too. Somebody said, "Girl, you can get some slips on this line." I I literally had to think about every little thing, and then I had to think about what I've done to myself over the years as we were shooting this. And I was like, you know, I want to be respectful. I want to be hot. I want to be sexy, but I want somebody who's younger than me to say, I want to be like that.
Writing the story of